Coming up on At Your Leisure.
Tyler Jorgensen says this is the buzz, and I can hear it. I'm Chad Booth. We'll be testing the new Stark Varg Electric Dirt Bike.
I'm Scott.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Skyler.
You know, we're getting in the holiday spirit today. We're having a little Toys for Tots drive.
And a Jeep run.
Hey, this is cool. You better check it out.
Then Terry Wood is going to show us one group of friends that's taking their reunion to our public trails.
You know what? There is nothing I enjoy more than a get-together of a bunch of off-road vehicles, especially cool Jeeps, sunshine day. It doesn't get better than this, but there's one thing that does take this to a whole nother level. Hey everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Scott Huntsman, and I'm joined with...
I'm Heather Dykstra.
I'm Skyler Dykstra.
You know, and we're all here today with a number of different off-road clubs for Toys for Tots. And we're doing a toy drive.
We sure are.
And I'm throwing the kudos to you guys because you're the ones that put all this together.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, Heather, tell us a little bit about why we're here.
Trying to do some good for the local community. So we're partnering with some of our off-road clubs. We're here representing Dirty Adventure Crew. We have SLC built Jeeps out here, Lone Peak four-wheelers, and Legacy crawlers. And the goal for today is to collect as many toys for our local children. And then we also have about 23 businesses throughout the valley that we're partnering with who have boxes in their locations. And we'll be doing that through mid-December, and just happy to be out here.
But you know, we got donuts, hot chocolate, got a little goodie bag.
Yep.
Something of the sort. I have a feeling something else comes along in the goodie bag.
There is. So to show our appreciation today for everyone who donated, we are doing a secret trail run. So you come, bring your donation, and we will give you the secret coordinates to where the trail run's gonna be.
Well, you know what? I say check it out just a bit, and let's see a little bit more about this.
Toys and Tots. The Jeep community always supports everybody. For me, I love it when it hits the children. The children have my soft spot. All kids deserve to have a good Christmas, so.
One of the reasons why I love being in the Jeep community is we all come together as a family. It doesn't matter what club you're with, what group you're with, how long you've been Jeeping. We all come together and support each other to just help others. We want others to feel loved and wanted and appreciated, and we are always there to help anyone we can at any time.
I think our Jeeps, when they're all together, they make a huge statement. Huge statement. I mean, you will see people turn your head and be like, what's going on over there? And they'll come see what we're doing. And that makes us feel good because, you know, these are our pride and joys. And if we can pose them and bring people out to benefit these types of events, why not?
I'll never turn down a donut. You know, look at what the off-road community has produced here with all of these toys that have been donated so far today. This has been a great outpouring of caring from the off-road community. And like we were saying, the off-road community does have deep pockets and they're willing to give. What a perfect day for it. I think it's been just wonderful, and the sun is shining and people are coming by. I mean, this has just been a wonderful time all over. It's just been great. That's all I can say.
You ready to hit the trail?
Oh man, now we're talking my language. Hey, we're gonna go get on the trail. You guys check out this first story coming up.
Boy, have we got something new. I've been hearing about this for a long time, and there's only one place in the state I could go to actually even touch one. That was down here in Richfield at Jorgensen's. I've got Tyler Jorgensen with me, who's kind of their dirt bike expert. I want to talk about the Stark Varg. This is a new line for you to pick up. It's a Swedish build. It's an all-electric bike, which is going to make some people go, oh, wait a minute. but this thing seems to really have a lot of the problems that electric bikes have had so far, as far as dirt bikes, nailed down. What are your first impressions of it?
I mean, first of all, this is a phenomenal track bike. It's awesome on the track, and honestly, it's the first electric dirt bike that I've actually been able to make it feel like an actual dirt bike on the track.
This is the Alpha model. The Alpha model is an 80 horsepower max.
And I can put it at the horsepower of a 450, of a 250, whatever horsepower I really want to, which makes it really fun around the track with whatever power I want to be working with. Now, with this bike, there's 5 different programmable modes that you can save at a time.
And what is the advantage of having a dial-in horsepower? Because you can set this at 25, you can set it at 50, you can set it at 60, just pretty anywhere you can cap the horsepower. Is that just to keep your kids in line, or are there some real advantages to it?
Depending on where I'm riding, what I'm doing, I may just touch one of these 2 buttons here and decide what mode I want to be in. So if I'm in a really rocky area, if I'm just riding up in the hills, I probably want to be at a lower horsepower just in case you get out of shape or you whiskey throttle or anything like that. It doesn't rock it out from under you. Because I'm telling you, electronic motor horsepower versus combustion horsepower is very different feel. These electric bikes, they have incredible torque. It's just a twist of the throttle. The more you twist, the faster you go.
The Stark Varg boasts the lightest frame in the industry, which is to offset for the weight of the batteries and the electric motor, which generates 80 horsepower and, hold on to something people, almost 700 pounds of torque. Now that is just uncanny to me, that you'd have that many foot-pounds of torque.
It's a little bit wild, isn't it?
It is, but you will never lug out at an intersection.
No, never will.
Can you feel in the riding that lower center of gravity that's done by putting all that weight down along the bottom?
Absolutely. This bike weighs about 260 pounds, which is pretty heavy compared to a lot of 450s. But because of the low center of gravity, the way that it stands, it feels like I'm handling a 250 on the track, even though I'm running 450 power right now. It's really nimble. It's very light in the turns.
Actually, one of the most remarkable things about it is how programmable it is. It even has its own onboard computer, cleverly disguised as a cell phone. Explain a little bit about what you can control with it.
Yeah, so with a cell phone, just clips out just like this. Something interesting about this phone is that you can actually put a SIM card in there and use it as your actual phone if you would like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but this phone comes with every bike. It comes with a Stark Varg app on it, and I can tune in just about anything I want in there. I can do any horsepower I want in there. I can do regenerative braking. I can do all sorts of stuff. Charge time is, from what I've experienced with a 110 volt, is about 2 to 3 hours. Run time, it's being said that you're between 6 and 8 hours.
Okay, so as a track bike, this would really make sense.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Because you'd have time to do a couple of heats, plug it in, qualify for the next round, do a couple more heats, you should be fine.
Absolutely.
If you'll take a look over here down on the front, it does have inverted forks on it. You're telling me that you can, when you order the bike, you can tell them how much you're going to weigh the day of delivery and they'll build it to your weight.
Absolutely. You can order it exactly to your weight. The suspension setup will be to your weight right from the factory.
What happens if you go on a diet between the time that it's delivered? Then everything's screwed up.
Let's redo it. Man, that is a lot of fun.
I feel like a valet. Here's your hat, sir. All right, so now you've had a chance to ride it, Tyler. Tell me what the giggle button is on this particular bike.
Well, the giggle button is definitely the throttle. There's no gears on this bike. The more you twist the throttle, the faster you're going to go.
As I understand it, you guys have the only 2 bikes in the state right now.
As far as I'm aware, that's right.
All right, so make your way down to Richfield, Jorgenson's Powersports. They're on Cove Road, and check it out. And you'll give them the keys to. Oh, that just has a button, right?
Just has a button.
Yeah, they'll give you the button to the bike. More at your leisure ahead. Can I try it now?
Jorgenson's Powersports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Wondering where your next OHV adventure will take you? Outsiders Utah has your answer with downloadable GPS routes, ride times, distance, local amenities, and other details. 360 street views of the trails that let you explore before you go, and more. Eliminate the guesswork and uncertainty and find a trail you'll love. Visit outsidersutah.com and see the trail before you ride the trail.
Where is Aurora, Utah? That's a good question. But here's a better one. Why should Aurora, Utah be your next destination? Some people will ask, where can I go on my next adventure? A better question is, how far can I go on my next adventure? In Aurora, the answer is as far as your gas tank will take you. Aurora, all 570 in the heart of central Utah. Aurora, Utah, where the good old days are brand new.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure.
Hey, well, here we are, rolling along, Rattlesnake Trail. We're having a great time. It's a great group that's here with us today.
Yeah, and there's a guy giving free hugs.
The free hugs right over here, because usually he charges, but today they're free. So we took advantage of that. But you know, we're rolling along with this group, and this great group. We had one Jeep that had a tire problem, and everybody just got together quickly and they changed that tire to his spare, just like a NASCAR pit crew.
Well, that's why you always go with a group. At least another Jeep with you, so that if you get in a predicament like that, you've got someone to help you out.
Exactly, and a lot of help right here. So I mean, they just took care of that, just lickety split. So we're gonna keep heading. Wayne's World's the target. That's where we're gonna go have some fun. So, you know, maybe Ruby Red might give that a shot today.
Ooh, might be difficult.
Ought to be some fun, check it out.
I absolutely loved it. I didn't know what to expect because I've never been up here before, but like the rock garden was super cool, and I don't know what it is, up the outhills and through that slot. Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
I mean, the other factor is just the scenery. I mean, since we moved here, it's just we fell in love with Utah. It's just beautiful out here.
And the places nobody else can really get to go, we get to go on.
It's therapeutic. It's good for the soul. It's good for the mind to get cleared out. This vehicle is a vehicle that my late wife wanted. There was a lot of reasons to get it, but that was one of the big reasons at the end. And you know, I'm going to the places that she and I talked about, and doing the things that we talked about, and you know, it's good.
Where do you start your day when there are endless opportunities to explore? In Richfield, we'll set you on the right track with the Pima ATV Trail right on our doorstep. Head into the Tusher Mountains and taste the crisp mountain air. Explore desert landscapes that echo voices from the past. Richfield, the heart of Utah trail country.
You've seen the pictures on social media. Now experience them for yourself in Tikaboo. On the border of Lake Powell, Tikaboo twists the adventure and takes you on rides into slot canyons and overlooks, around mountains and through environments unchanged in thousands of years. It's time to unplug and recharge. Tikaboo, Utah.
Before you pack the car,
before you plan the route, make sure your vacation be the one you always dreamed of.
With a pre-trip visit to Tunex.
Locally owned,
regionally connected.
Tunex can get you on the road
and keep you there.
No matter where you travel in Utah.
From timing belts to oil changes,
transmission service or new brakes,
a towing upgrade or even a tune-up,
we have the certified technicians
to do the job right. There's a Tunex near you.
Find it at tunex.com.
Utah is known for its mountains, but there aren't a lot of mountains that offer you adventure like this. Here in Hanksville, we're home to the Henry Mountains. Trails branch off toward hidden bluffs, and bison roam free as if you've traveled back to the days of the pioneers. Come to Hanksville and discover the Henry Mountains. Hanksville, Utah, your base camp for thrills.
Welcome back.
Hey, here we are. We're on the trail now. We're out on the Jeep Trail. Skyler, where are we at?
Right now, we're up on the Ant Hills, up on 5 Mile. This is Rattlesnake Trail. Easy trail. Everyone today is doing a great job. They're getting through the rock garden. We had a flat tire, took care of it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Like a NASCAR pit crew.
Oh, it was so quick. We were broke
impressed.
down and back on trail within 10 minutes. It was awesome.
That's awesome. Well, that's the great thing about going with the group.
Yes.
You got a lot of hands to help. A lot of great Jeeps with us here today, and it is all because they all donated a toy to the drive that, you know, you guys have put this on. You guys have done all this, but this behind the scenes work and really worked out. How do you think it's been, Heather?
We're just overwhelmed with the success of this. So this is our first year doing this, partnering with Toys for Tots. We filled 5 boxes full of toys for our local children. Everyone who came to that event was given coordinates to our secret trail run today. And we're just having a great time out on trail, and we're super thankful for everyone who's come out, donated, and it just feels good to do good.
Well, this is a great trail. We have a lot of people that came along. You know, let's look a little closer into that.
I know a lot of people that have 4x4s and they get out and do things here and there, but I always tell them it's not the same if you don't join a club. Join a club, the community is incredible, the people are awesome, you got lots of knowledge, trail knowledge, and when people get together and plan it out and you got an organization that makes sure that it happens and communicates through email and whatever social media platform they use, that's what makes it happen, and that's what gets a group together. And when the group's involved, it's a whole other experience.
If you want to get a little more wild, then you go out with Skyler. We got similar wheeling styles. We like to do these kind of runs with everybody and have a good time, but then we also like to go out and go hard too. I mean, you never go out alone. That's one of the rules everybody tries to follow. And like I've gone out before and snapped both axles, and you know, it's all the people that are there with me, ready to break out their tools and rebuild your Jeep in the middle of a trail. It's just the community is great like that.
It surprises me all the time how much just one little thing in common can bring people together and create community. When people get together as a community, they can do great things like donate. So pretty awesome.
Wow, Scott's really struggling on Wayne's World. While he's doing that, you guys check this out.
We're back once more on the old trail, our own trail. Rudyard Kipling wrote those words in a poem about life's travels through the wilds of the world. That imagery of trails and the unknown is a part of Western culture and our drive to get off the beaten path in search of new horizons. Today, a group of old friends are doing just that. Riding trails, new and old, in an attempt to relive past memories.
We grew up on motorcycles, and we raced and we rode, and you know, as we got older, we transitioned to four-wheelers. We can get back to the good old days where we've all had fun together, and this is just an excuse to bring us all together. We come down here about twice a year, and we try to enjoy all of the areas. Just the different landscapes that you can see within a day, they vary from one extreme to another.
We all have a common bond that we love to be out in nature and just enjoy it.
and being able to get back into the country, not just driving down the highway and seeing what you can see there, but to get back in there and actually feel what it's like to be back here.
The group has chosen trails that lead into the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument for this year's adventure. Roads here have been controversial since the creation of the monument in 1996, with some routes being closed to off-highway travel that were previously open. Many of the roads are contested by the county as RS-2477 right-of-ways that were always to be open for public access. Several of those claims have been challenged, and the trails closed across BLM and Forest Service lands. The group today doesn't dwell on the lost acreage, instead focusing on where they can ride and what they can see. But the images of past reunions still linger in their minds, memories of adventures that can never be recreated with children and grandchildren.
There's definitely a balance that we have to be careful and to articulate that balance. So we're cautious about staying on existing roadways, and yet without that access, you would only see a fraction of the country that's available to see. And when you get out here and away from it all, then you start appreciating just exactly the magnificence that we live among.
I know that there are people that abuse the land, but they can't lump everybody into one group, because there are people that use it and love it and respect it.
Public lands belong to every American citizen, but when disputes erupt between user groups, it's easy to point fingers and lay blame. The knee-jerk reaction of us against them clouds the issue and can turn the image of public lands into one of our lands and their lands. And some feel as if they personally have a claim on certain areas that trumps all others. It's a problem that extends beyond just government agencies and motorized users.
I worked for Provo City, and we had access into an area called Big Springs, and then a property owner acquired the land that you had to cross to get to it. And even though we had a right-of-way across that to get back there, they had a trailer sitting there, and the lady actually had a 30-30 she set across the doorway just to let us know that that was her property, and more or less she was allowing us to cross her property. And those kinds of things, I think, are ridiculous. We all have access. It's public lands back in there, and people should have the right to get back to it.
The debate over how to protect and use public lands will continue beyond the foreseeable future, affecting trails and access. But today isn't about what has been lost so much as about what is still here, as friends, new and old, discover the beating heart of what makes the West a symbol of freedom and discovery.
This is our land. It's not the government's, it's ours. And I think that we should be able to have a say in what happens here. I think that we need to respect it. I think we need to take care of it and love it and use it.
This beautiful country, and it's here to be used and enjoyed, and for people to take part in, and it's only going to better ourselves if we can do more of it, and that's why that access is so important.
Get off the thoroughfare, stop trying to get from point A to point B as quick as you can, and get back and enjoy what's out there.
That is what these lands are here for, after all, and why everyone is invited to find the old trails, our trails. From the vistas of the Southwest, I'm Terry Wood.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Work hard, play hard. That's how the Stedman's family has done it for over 50 years. Come jump on or into your new side-by-side, ATV or dirt bike, and make your own trail with Stedman's in Tooele, your dealer for sales, service, and accessories. Looking for road bikes or e-bikes? We have those too. Go online or come in today and see the Stedman's family and check out their incredible line from only the best: Yamaha, Honda, CF Moto, Polaris, and Beta.
You might think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
At Your Leisure has a long-standing reputation and a large, loyal audience of adventurers in the outdoors. Although we're excited to continue to grow and enjoy the shared success of our longtime sponsors, we have space for more. And if you have a brand that would benefit from the 2 decades of goodwill that we've built, contact us at ayltv.com and let us amplify your voice above the competition.
When you're ready for adventure, Fuel your machine with Clear 91. Fuel for performance, fuel for adventure, and fuel for the long haul. Ethanol-free, 91 octane. Fill up with Clear 91. Only available at Eagles Landing. With you for the long haul.
Stemmans Recreation is proud to sell CF Moto, ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Don't miss the CF Moto PowerFest sales event at Stemmans. Choose financing from as low as 0.99% interest or no payments for 7 months on select vehicles. Or get up to $3,000 off on select off-road vehicles and up to $1,250 off motorcycles. Stemmans, work hard, play hard. See dealer for details. OAC. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. Excludes U-Force 1000 XL.
Everybody, welcome back. You know, I had fun today, but I had to back off Wayne's World, obviously. And you know, I have a really good idea now to get the new tires I have sitting for my Jeep in my shop. Time to get them on the Jeep, because I think that would have been the one little tiny bit of edge I needed.
Oh yeah, that totally would have done it.
Well, I think so, because I was like almost right there, you know. I could say I tried to move that tree all day long, but I certainly didn't move it. But I certainly did try pretty good on that obstacle. But the next thing is just get the tires that have been sitting there for a while on it. So we're going to definitely do that. But what a great day.
Oh, perfect day.
The Toys for Tots drive went really well.
Great people.
Very successful. And then today's group's been wonderful. So, you know what? I'd say we start kind of wrapping it up. And I'm going to start planning some time to get the new tires on the Jeep. So while I do that, you guys check out next week's show.
Next week, Chad and Ree are joining public officials on our public lands to find out why access to these areas is so important to rural counties. Then we're heading down to Lake Powell as we join one family on the water for a fun-filled day of wake surfing, capped off with the solar eclipse. Now let's take a look at our contest winner. This week's contest winner was submitted to us on Facebook by Mark Stanley, and it looks like Mark is the lucky winner of an outdoor stove from Camp Chef. Camp Chef offers the best way to get your cooking done in the outdoors. Visit campchef.com for more details. Congratulations, Mark, and be sure to call us on Monday at 801-947-8888 to claim your prize.
Hey everybody, you know, we've made it all the way up to the Wayne's World obstacle. And a few of us gave it a try. Well, I should say I gave it a try. Everybody else got up and over. Fortunately, it was only 3. So I'm only 1. So I don't feel so bad. But at any rate, we've had a great time today, right? Everybody have fun today?
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody, you all came along because you all donated a toy or toys or however many it was to Toys for Tots. Thank you. I congratulate all of you for doing so. And Heather, Skyler, hats off to you guys. You're behind all this. You did all the hard work.
Thank you.
You can do it again?
Oh yeah.
You're getting good at it now, right?
We're pretty good at it now, yes.
Pretty good at it now.
Wonderful. Well, with all of that in mind, we're going to challenge all of you to get off your couches, because there is adventure around every bend.
All you gotta do is get out there and find it.
At your leisure.